You see, this one is one of the popular tool, SNMP, Simple Network Management Protocol, that many organizations use to monitor and not just monitoring, even manage devices like servers, switches, routers, printers, computers, all the thing that is that SNMP feature supported on it. SNMP, Simple Network Management. See, the name itself says what this is about. It's so to monitor, we need some tool so that we can take an action which is very important when something unexpected going on a router or a switch or a server or a printer or any device. For example, you want an interface not to be shut anytime, but someone is shutting down, which you really don't want because that particular interface should be up for things to go smooth. Someone accidentally shutting down without knowing that that interface is very important. SNMP can give you the info that someone is shutting down. Not just someone, it will also tell which user is shutting down. You see, it's a very nice tool without you going around all the device to see the events that are going around. You can simply sit in one place and monitor things that is happening on devices like switches, routers, servers, printers in your network. So even for auditing, you can use the information that you collected. You can save it to a location and you can use it to monitor. So when you monitor a lot of things you will get information like which traffic is less, which traffic is more, at what time the traffics are reaching the peak, so that you can do some improvement in the performance of your network, right? Say, for example, quality of service. You need to set bandwidth. You need to allocate some bandwidth. You need to put some traffic in priority queue. You need to first do some analytical work. You need to monitor in the real time to collect information so that you can put some priority by setting bandwidth or giving some priority. You can improve the network performance. So you need a tool, and this is the tool, SNMP, Simple Network Management Protocol. As I said, if someone shuts down the port, which you don't like, you will be immediately notified. Means fault can be easily detected. Even for troubleshooting, we use SNMP logs. There are three main components of SNMP. One is the manager. This will be sitting on your laptop or your computer. It's a piece of software you install in your laptop or in any uh, device which you sit for monitoring your network. Example, SolarWinds or PRTG or Cisco Prime Infrastructure. So this is one of the components. Secondly, you need the routers to support, to interact with the server. Who is the server here? The manager. Who is the client here? The agent. The client is a router. Router is an agent to the manager. So you can interchange the word manager with server, agent with client. All the agents, all the clients, meaning what? routers, switches, server. This server is not a SNMP server. This server is a server, like a Dell server, which need to be monitored by the SNMP server. So in here, the server is also an agent, is also a client. Now, Cisco routers, switches, not only Cisco routers, every router has got this piece of software in it, which you can run so that it will collect the information and send it to the manager, to the server. So that, as we saw in the above, we can do the performance check, we can monitor, we can troubleshoot with the collected information. So this SNMP agent or the client, they are the one who collects the information runtime and sends as a log. It may be a single log or a bulk of log. It depends on what you have asked your agent to send. It may be a small log or a bulk of log to the manager. Or you can also send a trap message on your agent. You can configure a trap message on your agent, like routers, switches, and servers, so that when a trap finds the event, it will report to the server, the manager. Same example. The trap is if line protocol goes down. What is that? That's a trap. If anyone shut down a port, what it will have, what it will generate? It will generate line protocol down. You might have seen that. If you shut down a port, immediately a log comes and says, on this so and so interface, the line protocol has gone down. That's a trap message. That's an alert that makes SNMP to send an alert to the manager. Manager will immediately push another configuration, either manually or automatically, to say no shutdown. Yeah. When you say shutdown, immediately no shutdown, someone will come and type. Don't think it is someone. It is SNMP manager typing automatically. Meaning it won't allow the port to be down. As soon as someone accidentally shuts down, this SNMP can bring it up back if you have configured that auto calling. Through SNMP, it is possible. A kind of automation, event based on events. That's a very big course, actually. I do not want to go that level. Now, what I'm trying to say here is SNMP can even respond to a query and send an alert message when a query is raised by the manager. So far what you have understood is there is a manager, there is a agent. Manager can be a silent, passive listener, collecting all that agent sends so that administrator can use it to monitor, to improve the performance, etc. There is also another way. Manager can send a query for which an agent can respond for a specific events. So both the way. Manager can be an active person, sending queries, waiting for response, an agent sending response. And this conversation can also be encrypted, can also be without encryption. That depends on the SNMP versions. There are 3 versions which we are going to see after some time. So SNMP manager, SNMP agent, traps. You understand these things which I have said so far? Okay. Next is MIB. MIB can also be called as object identifiers. MIB is nothing but management information base. Management information base. It's a big library which has got information about all the events that a router or a switch or a server can run. See, you need actually this library. You need actually this, what to say, there is community. Yes. What is community? A collective word actually, community. For example, ghee. You go to a restaurant and you like ghee. Any food made out of ghee. Ghee is a community tab. In ghee, you have ghee dosa, you have ghee sambar rice, you have ghee blah blah. Lot of ghee related. So now you are looking for something which is made out of ghee. So you don't need to search on the library part, on the community part, which is not related to ghee. You see, you can easily narrow down the search. This MIB has got a lot of communities. Ghee food, without ghee food, oil food, without oil food. These are all what? Categories, communities. Now, what you are looking for, your MIB will show you. Are you looking for something related to routing protocols? There is a MIB for that. Go inside the MIB and see what you are looking for. Are you looking for OSPF related? Go inside that community, sub-community, and choose what you want the SNMP to collect from OSPF related. That is why it is called as object identifiers, OIDS. See, a hierarchical database, I just told in my own language, it's a library. Hierarchical database means community. Ghee, ghee dosa, ghee set dosa, ghee murval dosa. Hierarchy. And then another category, oilless food, oilless dosa, oilless blah blah. It's a hierarchy. Likewise, routing protocol. In routing protocol, link state routing protocol. That's next hierarchy. Distance vector protocol, another hierarchy. In link state protocol, OSPF, ISIS. So what you are looking for, are you looking for ISIS? Then pick that object identifier so that the device will start sending the information about ISIS routing protocol to SNMP manager. It makes your work easier. You don't need to define the object from your brain. You can just go and collect those object names from the library, which SNMP agents can understand better and use it. It's a library. It's a helping tool for SNMP. Without MIB, for agent, identifying an event will be difficult. That's why we ask for menu when you go to the restaurant. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to ask what you want because they may not be serving such food which is there in your mind. They may not be aware of such food because you are in an European country. It's not an Indian restaurant. They may have less number of Indian food. So you cannot keep asking whatever you ate in here in India when you are in Europe. So you need their menu to know what is available. And you will see there will be a lot of category inside the menu. And your eyes go straight to that category. Say, for example, starters. Okay, now I want starters. In that starters, what I want? Second, dessert. Which one I want? And then main meal. Which one I want? No, so it's a nice catalog. Helps you to uh, easily go and find what is available. Similarly, what this SNMP agent can do, what all it can give you to monitor in SNMP Manager is defined in this library. Did you understand SNMP MIB? Right. Now the versions of SNMP. We have three major versions of SNMP. The first version is no authentication. Just the string is sent to collect the information. Information is sent in a single or bulk of information without encryption. Without encryption, without any encrypted authentication, just basic authentication. It has got authentication, but plain text. The version follows next is version 2C. It's called version 2C. This has got more community strings, and um, it has got more MIB files, you can say, additional features. And then SNMP version 3 has got all those MIBs, all that you saw in version 1 and 2. Additionally, this is more secure because this is going to encrypt everything. Every SNMP messages, not only authentication, every SNMP messages that is shared between the agent and the manager is encrypted. All right, there are some operational tags that you should know. This may be important for interview, but not really. This is going to run behind the screen. There is something called get request. What does that mean? Manager is saying, I want to know about this. That is called get request. You use the software and you click some buttons, and then the buttons generates this get message. It goes to the agent and say, I want information about this interface on that router F01 interface on that router 5. It will collect the information and give you. That is get request. So get next request is retrieves the next object in the MIB. Next object, meaning in the category of library, what is next? You used to ask, no, what else you have in the dosa variety? That is what next. Get bulk request is not just one piece of information, it's multiple piece of data at one go, which is supported from SNMP version 2 and later versions. And then set request, this is like for trapping. Set request. Manager changes the configuration on the device That is set request. So I want more information like this, changing the earlier it was sending few informations, but you want more now. You want additional information, so you send set request, like sending a trap message. I want to know more about this particular thing. Okay, what is trap? Like if this happens, give me a message. That is trap. If line protocol goes down, send me a message. Alert information. Alert notification. Agent sends an alert to the manager without being requested. So you already set the trap. You don't need to send the request every time. You already set. If the event happens, trap will be triggered and the message will be passed. So here manager is not requesting every time the change happens. When the event happens, automatically, without manager being asked, without manager ask the agent, when the event happens, immediately trigger message, alert message is sent. Information request works like TCP with acknowledgement from the manager. Hey, are you sure I want to send you this because there is an event change? And manager approves yes. Then the information is passed. So this is what all about SNMP. The story of SNMP is over. Next is a configuration example. You can go through this later and you can understand. These are all community tags, public, private. These are all in the MIB file. Like, oil food, without oil food, read only, read and write. These are all communities. But you need to spend really a lot of time on this to understand the whole library. It's not that easy. You go to any of a router, high-end router, and type SNMP community and put question mark, you will know the whole library in the agent, right? So there's an example. There is a diagram related to the diagram. Means above configuration. There's an example, and these are the verification commands that we have, right? You need to put some homework on this. Any questions? Right. For if you want to do this in the lab, you need two things, not just a GNS3. You also need a computer with NMS or any of the software installed. Only then you can see this. Otherwise, not possible. That's why I didn't do this lab. You will get some videos of this in my channel or in some other channel.